Like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below. Early this morning, Tuesday, the CCSA reported 18,901 new cases of the virus around the nation, 743 of those within the prison population, along with 147 deaths exacerbated by COVID. A little good news, though, as the number of people under care for the virus has reduced to 209,000 after an all-time high number of patients were reported recovered. 18,590 have been released from medical care, which is virtually the same level as those new cases reported. Sources at the Thailand Ministry of Public Health have told the media yesterday that rumours of vaccine centres running out of vaccinations were fake news. The CCSA, we're told, allocated some 1.25 million vaccines for the capital, and the vaccination programmes are in, we're told, full swing. Meanwhile, other regions so far have received a pittance in supply amounts for their residents. But for those in the capital and close provinces, the supply is, we're told, plentiful. From today, according to the Labour Ministry, those living in provinces affected by COVID lockdowns and business closures will finally qualify for the financial aid that's been given to the capital and surrounding areas for weeks. The 2,500 baht per employee programme, though, appears to go into effect this week only for Bangkok, Nakhon Pathom, Nongprue, Pathum Thani, Samut Prakan, Samut Sakhon, Pattani, Narithiwat, Yala and Songkhla. But for the first time, Chonburi is listed to receive benefits too from next week. To date, Chonburi, which has seen increasingly high COVID reports, has been mysteriously left off the benefits programme, while losing the majority of its vaccination allocation to the capital and other regions. The benefit programme, when it kicks in, will go some way to alleviate poverty amongst the thousands without work due to business closures, and it's expected to see a slight bonus for businesses that do operate under reduced circumstances, while paying their staff often from their pockets, savings or loans. Rayong Province today sees the last of dining in and eateries, as the province was downgraded to high risk, as our own region at the weekend, seeing the regulations imposed here replicated now there too. The governor has, of course, been quite outspoken about his plans not to shut down businesses, but they were overruled by the government in Bangkok. Utapao airport traffic will be virtually at a standstill again as Nok Air cancelled its recently announced domestic flight programme from tomorrow. This as the airport is situated in Rayong, now a so-called dark red region, and most other domestic flights from other airlines have been halted until at least mid-month. The news saw many who work in the south or far north taking up spare seats yesterday to avoid the private bus-only option for long journeys. With the stop on all domestic flights to and from Phuket, those visitors who are wanting to travel to other parts of the country, having come here for the Sandbox programme down there on the island, are finding themselves restricted to coach-only option, which is a long journey to the capital and then, of course, another journey to their end destinations. For tourists, it's fine, as they can travel to the other islands and be tourists. However, for expats and families using the Sandbox programme, the journey home may present quite an ordeal. Meanwhile at home, and new highs for Chonburi, as the Public Health Office this morning announced 1,359 new cases around the region, along with 5 new deaths, seeing Chonburi City reporting 342 itself, Banglamung, which includes Pattaya, 314, and Sriracha, 314 as well. 14,026 patients in our province are now under care. Nongprue police are adjusting from being the boys in brown to white, as they use paddy wagons to transport locals who find themselves ill from suspected COVID and transporting them to hospitals. The police wagons have been modified to offer a little bit of extra seating comfort and have proven to help in a good way, as more and more cases are reported. From tomorrow, Koh Larn Island will only welcome visitors who've had both in the series of COVID vaccinations, with certification to prove that, or to prove that they've had the virus and recovered. The small island just off Pattaya's shoreline hasn't exactly seen heavy footfall since their reopening coincided with the slowdown of visitors from the capital. And with beaches closed and not much in the way of things to do there, The new requirements are seen as protective for the islanders themselves, but will reduce visitor count even further for sure. And whilst we're all short of cash and looking to make some money, the Get-Rich-Quick Brigade are out in strength on social media, once again emailing randomly with promises of 20% annual profit on growing marijuana here. Well, you know the old adage, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. And after a splurge from the former operators of Love Pattaya, operating from a house in Mapachan but claiming to be in Chiang Mai, the latest promise of plantation investment comes from a perhaps associated slick website that bulk mails people weekly, but this time claims to be headed up by an ex-real estate salesman, and amongst his listed employers is a company that is dissolved. The reminder is out there that investing in companies promising high returns like this have cost many people dearly in recent years. And with the Met Office promising highs today of around 33, dropping down to 30 tonight, an overcast day with a slight chance of rain. Local and national news today from Fabulous 103 FM and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme,